It's all the whole Remy and Pat situation. None of it was true. I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay? Yeah, I have been open in all my relationships that I've had.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
Well,
I mean, I've had 4 boyfriends online so far.
Let's just, I don't know.
I don't
They
know.
both nice. But it would have to be new lyrics now. Right? Because Joe can't use it.
There's more to this than love. And where on earth could Pap be? Is Papa actually being held captive by Remy? Because she won't let him go even when he is begging for a divorce. I mean, it got to the point that owl balls were literally used to calm Claressa Shield down when she was ready to go into the ring and throw some hands. Coming for that Alderman bag, but keep in mind that he maintained Remy's reputation and held her accountable while she was incarcerated. Let's get started. Everyone, now that she's out here making money and befriending the black captain, who has, incidentally, already replaced her with 2 younger women, this is becoming messy, and Remy still won't let P go. Claressa Shield will not tolerate it. Claressa Shield recently sent a birthday message on Instagram that made people buzz. It said, "Oh man, happy birthday, King Pat. You are truly unique, and I am incredibly thankful for your life, laughter, music, guidance, and love. I ask God to provide you many more years of life and even more time." The Paps still haven't placed a ring on it, which is the big deal in the room despite all the rumors. This is because, let's face it, it isn't true. Remy is out there playing hide and seek with those divorce papers. It was adorable, though, that you refrained from using birthday punches because they could cause pain. He has been out there telling folks that Pap has been begging for this divorce, and we're not talking about once or twice. He has been asking for it numerous times because he hasn't tried. Remy is not like this is all speculation. Do you guys recall when Remy made those text messages public? Ma's sister is always acting dramatic. It was clear that Claressa was disappointed that Pap had not told her that he had arrived home safely. She stated the facts. "You are the one who was married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you made it home safe, y'all." The tea was hot. Remy wasn't done yet. She also claimed to have audio of Pap physically beating her and accused him of threatening to call the police on her. She cares about her man, which is why she said what she did. All of that, of course, was refuted by Pap, who said that Remy is just sad because he has moved on. Not to mention that it's Christmas 2023. Remy. We all remember that rap Bible where she publicly professed her love for E, the block commander, while she was getting to know him. How come you can't let Pap go even when you're in love with someone else? Everyone makes sense.
Oh, Remy, don't you love it? See right there, that's the
It was a mess, but hold on. There's more. Claressa and Pap have set pair goals for everyone, and they even gave a small glimpse of their romantic lives when they spent an entire Valentine's Day holiday in Hawaii. While Pap was there to launch the first Hawaii Fest, photos showed them enjoying themselves in the sun. Even during his romantic holiday, Pap made the time to hop on Threads and keep everyone informed about what was happening because, as you may know, he is always active with his company. The performance was fantastic. We broke records this year, and so many celebrities appeared.
Touchdown today. You ready? There you go.
Okay, so while Pap was out here securing a bag, Claressa posted a cute video of herself singing to her companion on the beach.
The 2 of us, we can make it if we try. Y'all, the love was 44. The 2 of us, we can make it if we try. Just the 2 of us. They wasn't the only one.
They weren't the only ones getting jiggy with it, though, since this is where things get really serious. W on the Street said that Pap has been organizing this romantic getaway for some time, and the plan was to make an official announcement. According to rumors, Pap wanted to finalize his divorce from me before his trip, so that he could have his big moment and ask Claressa to marry him on Valentine's Day. Is Hawaii in your mind? Guess who had to intervene and wreck it? The atmosphere and the love in the air would have been ideal. Why? She's out here playing games and keeping Pat from moving on because things with her new beau Easy, the block captain, weren't going the way she wanted them to. Remy had previously seen Pat provide Claressa with the same kind of comfort that she had once provided, and you know that made her feel something. Do you recall when Claressa was entering the ring at her boxing fight and Pat performed? Remy is currently missing a whole other level of love and excitement, so watching him show up for another woman like that, dang, that's got to be. There are reports that suggest Remy is refusing to sign the divorce papers because she knows Pap will come for that alimony bag and isn't trying to avoid it. This makes you wonder what you're really afraid of, but you also have to wonder if this is just her being a bitter ex or if there's more going on. To cough up those coins, when one partner in a marriage makes more money, the spouse who is less wealthy usually is entitled to spousal support. Let's not pretend that Pap wasn't responsible for maintaining it for all those years. It was also known as alimony following the divorce. Courts usually take into account several variables when deciding on alimony, including the length of the couple's marriage, the income gap between them, and the contributions made throughout the marriage. Remy and Pap have been together for 11 years, which is more than 10 years according to their history. They started dating in 2004, got married in 2008, then called it quits on their love in 2013. However, in 2008, when Remy was in prison, they got married over the phone. And if that doesn't show commitment, then I don't know what it is. But let's not forget that Pap was there for her no matter what. Pap was present when Remy was sentenced to prison in 2008. He stayed there after she was freed in 2014. Their daughter, Remy Mackenzie, was born in 2018, and they even honored their love with a lavish broadcast wedding in 2015.
Your daughter reminisce Mackenzie.
One of the most amazing, beautiful, sexy, smart, intelligent woman I ever met in my life. I love you more than anything in the world, as you know. What I want to say is, will you marry me again?
When it comes to deciding who should receive help, Pap has the case because he helped Remy through some of the most difficult periods in her life. Since money is where things get truly tricky, let's talk about it now. When she looks at the divorce papers, Remy knows that Pap would most likely receive those alimony payments because her estimated net worth is $4 million, which is far more than Pap's estimated net worth. Remy's clothing brand, reality TV, appearances, and record labels account for a substantial portion of her net wealth. We also cannot ignore her critically acclaimed debut album from 2006. She received recognition even though she didn't achieve the same level of fame as some of her colleagues. She has been nominated 4 times and has even won once for Best Female Hip Hop Artist at the BET Awards.
Thank God, first and foremost, I've been through a lot. To everybody who thinks there's no such thing as second chances, I'm here to tell you that's a lot.
Let's face it though, Remy continued to work in the music business while she was behind bars. You know who was out there marketing and profiting from the mixtapes she released while incarcerated? By promoting her songs, ensuring that people didn't forget about her, and taking action to keep the money coming in, he even helped to keep her name alive when she was unable to do it herself. That's genuine affection and hard effort, and you can be certain that Remy made a sizable fortune from that labor.
Some Papoose wanted to marry you. After you guys hit it, you just knew he was on it. And I thought that was a real stand-up thing to do.
He's one of a kind. I think definitely.
After she finally left in 2014, she and Pap used VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York to bring their love story to the small screen. They proceeded to establish numerous spin-offs, and guess who was there to ensure those checks were made? P wasn't merely a supporting character. He played a crucial role in the story, and the viewer was drawn in by their family, their love, and their hardships. Yes, Pap definitely assisted those TV inspections, as he was just as much of the show's star as Remy.
It was gold. Besides the great performances, like it was like one small, tiny, bitsy incident with Rye and Remy and his friends, but it was nothing.
Sounds good. Someone around.
It was like one little like nowhere near me, like a football field.
It would be unrealistic to assume that Pap wasn't actively pushing that line. He was wearing the clothing to events, ensuring that it was seen and bringing the brand to the attention of others. When we discuss how Remy paid her, we also get to discuss how much Pap worked behind the scenes to help develop the brand, because he was doing the kind of advertising that people pay influencers a lot of money for. Pap also contributed to the success of Remy Ma's 2018 collection, which was another bag. A percentage of the sales was donated to support incarcerated women and their families.
Our presidents, Miss Remy Ma, Mr. Papoose, really the hip-hop's Hollywood couple right now. Y'all need your own show. That's what everybody's watching.
The situation becomes considerably more complex at this point. For her then adolescent son Jason Scott, P assumed the role of father figure while Remy was behind bars. That man stepped up and assumed that responsibility when Remy couldn't even be there, and Pap accepted it without question. But when Remy fled, her son Jason was taken into custody and charged with first-degree murder and other crimes relating to the Queens, New York, tragedy in 2021. Even while that is a sorrowful circumstance, it only serves to highlight how stable Pap was during Remy's absence. He was taking care of her child, keeping the house together, and maintaining order, and it is something that cannot be appreciated.
3-year-old Jason Scott has been arrested in connection to a in Queens that dates back to 2021. Investigators are looking into the possibility that it was a for hire.
It becomes increasingly evident that Remy is aware that Pap has a compelling case for alimony when we talk about this divorce and the causes of her delays. However, what about Claressa? Oh, she's upset about everything since she isn't the type to sit quietly when things aren't going her way. And Remy is out there delaying down her wedding narrative. Remember that this isn't simply a fleeting relationship. Claressa is publicly adoring Pap, referring to him as her king, and is totally devoted to him.
I love really, really, really hard. But I'm happy to, love somebody who love somebody back. You know what I'm saying? He is such a sweetheart. Ain't nobody tell him to tie my goddamn boot either, but he said it wasn't laced right, so he laced it right. He's so funny.
Now they're stuck. Claressa can't even take that next step with Pat because he's still legally tied to another woman. Now imagine being ready to start your life with somebody, but there's a big old roadblock that just won't move. And to make things worse, the roadblock, aka Remy, stays in their shadow, stirring the pot, causing drama every chance that she gets. But let's be real a second. For a millisecond, any woman would be raging if they were in Claressa's shoes. She's out here loving this man, supporting him, and getting caught up in his mess with his ex. It's frustrating, it's messy, and it's exhausting at this point. You got to wonder how long Claressa's patience is going to last before she starts demanding some real answers and some real action. But I got to ask, do you think that Remy is really holding on because she still loves Pap? Or is this just about the alimony check that she knows is on the way? Do you think that Claressa is going to stick around through all this drama? Or is she eventually going to get fed up and walk away? And most importantly, how long is Pap supposed to wait before Remy finally lets him go? If you have any thoughts about this, please share them with me in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button as well. To ensure that you never miss the tea, subscribe if you haven't already and enable those alerts. Additionally, watch the following movie on your end screen because, believe me, it's the most messy thing you'll ever see, and you won't want to miss it.